87 days to go. The feelings to watch. Our favorite club played the round leader in English Premier League this season. 2025-2026 is second to none. In today's chances and chase with Cardi B, we'll be looking at a club we know very best with defensive structure and high pressing. Let's take a look at the club.
It is one of the oldest clubs in the world, founded in 1874 by a group of church cricketers who fancy something a little more intense. Based in Birmingham, they've called Villa Park home for generations and made it right to the very top.
Do I have to remind the villains that exactly 10 seasons ago they got relegated? Will the history repeat itself again? We'll find out as the season kick-started. Yes, exactly 10 seasons ago, 2015-2016, Aston Villa got relegated and later got back into the English Premier League in the season 2019-2020. And under Unai Emery, ever since he took over the coaching roles of the Aston Villa in the year November 2022, Aston Villa has been performing well across the Europe and in the English Premier League. Just last 3 seasons, Aston Villa finished in the 7th position, got back and finished in the 4th position, and last season they finished in the 5th position. And under Unai Emery, Aston Villa has performed in the UEFA Champions League and the UEFA Europa Cup and Conference League, showing that Unai Emery is not just a manager, but a manager that manages an average players and bring up the best from the lists you expect from a club. I would describe Aston Villa as one of the clubs that are nightmare to the big boys in the English Premier League, because just last season you can see Manchester United lost when they played against Aston Villa at the Villa Park, and they sent with Chelsea and they drew Arsenal, showing that they are one of the clubs that whenever you're playing against, then you have to be at the top best or you end up losing the match. Looking at the boys in the Aston Villa, you will see that Aston Villa have most of the average players. Just last season they were able to get some players on a loan like Marcus Rashford and Asensio, who helped them to perform to the standard they did just last season, where they finished in the 5th position. Looking at what they have this season, you can see the likes of Patterson, you can see the likes of Pau Torres, you can see the likes of Tony Mings. You can see the likes of McGinn, who just recently signed a new contract after being linked to Newcastle. You can see the likes of Onana, you can see the likes of Leon Bailey, you can see the likes of Wunia. And recently, just a few hours ago, they signed Envas Gissan from Nice in the French Ligue 1. So this is a full squad that you can never underrate when it comes to the English Premier League, because under the coaching eyes of Unai Emery, Aston Villa is more like a big team in the English Premier League, and you can never underestimate them whenever you are playing against them. So in our chances and chase, we will predict Aston Villa to finish 7th. Yes, I don't see Aston Villa going beyond. They have been on 4th, 6th and 7th, and this season I don't see them going beyond that. Judging from what they played in the preseason, they have already played 2 preseason matches against Eintracht Frankfurt and AS Roma. Playing against Eintracht Frankfurt, they were able to draw that match with Eintracht Frankfurt with 2 draw, and against the Aston Villa, against AS Roma, they won that match by 4 goals to nothing. Yes, it's a big result and a good result for the club, but yet I must say that they will finish 7th position. But as an Aston Villa fan, what do you have to say? What position do you look forward to see Aston Villa finishing this season? You have the comment section to pen it down there so that we can look into it. But yet, as the season progresses, we'll be looking at the possibilities and predictabilities of Aston Villa based on their performances, and we will know whether they will progress or they will still remain on that 7th position we predicted, or if they will be underplayed. The only thing I can also say about Aston Villa this season is that I can see them performing well in the UEFA Cup, which they will participate this season. So aside that, Aston Villa, you people are the big boys in the English Premier League, and I describe people as a nightmare to the big players, but yet I don't see people going beyond the 7th position this season. So this is where I got to wrap up today's Chances and Chase with Cardi B. I will return again with another club that is participating in this season in English Premier League 2025-2026. But until then, I still remain your host, Cardi B. Stay tuned.